As the nation's economic reforms continue to impact livelihoods through surging prices of goods and services, private sector workers in the country have been urged to report employers who fail to pay the federal government-approved minimum wage. This is to ensure that workers in that sector are able to meet basic needs in line as encapsulated in the wage document. The Director General of the Nigerian Employers Consultative Association, Adewale-Smatt Oyerinde, disclosed this while speaking exclusively to Trust TV's Nuel Samson. Here's the report.
For many Nigerians in the private sector, the struggle to earn a decent wage is an everyday reality. While the minimum wage law exists on paper, enforcement often feels like a distant dream for workers trying to survive in today's economy. But there's a message of hope, as the Director General of the Nigerian Employers Consultative Association, NECA, Adewale-Smatt Oyerinde, says employers no longer have to suffer in silence.
The Minimum Wage Act itself has provisions that gives the employee the right to escalate. Any employee that is not being paid the minimum wage and is collecting it is a co-conspirator. It's basically a co-conspirator. The law gives the employee the right to escalate, to approach the National Industrial Court, or worst case scenario, approach the organized labor to that, look, this I'm not being paid the minimum wage. Why we understand that the law of demand and supply will always play its role as per so many people pursuing very little jobs, but the cap we have created as per minimum wage, I think it was a collective decision between employers, workers, and government. So we expect all employers to abide by that minimum wage law. It's the law.
Oyerinde said the need to use advocacy to promote the interests of the private sector workers necessitated the signing of a memorandum of understanding (MOU) signing between NECA and the Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center (CISLAC). He emphasized the importance of advocacy, noting that it plays a crucial role in empowering individuals and communities by ensuring their voices are heard, their rights protected, and their needs addressed.
There are a lot of advocacy efforts that we are going to initiate: economic advocacy, fair tax regime, fair regulatory environment, fair legislative engagement, protection of workers themselves, protection of the informal sector. So that collaboration will strengthen our capacity to advocate on both sides. And then once we draw those issues to government, we make policy recommendations, share alternative policy recommendations. We believe government will listen more, especially when those recommendations are research-driven.
We noted that there are quite a number of policy issues that require advocacy, for the protection of workers, for the ease of doing business, for enhanced, productivity, and helping to drive the economy. And therefore, NECA works in this area, and we believe that we can synergize, we can work together to ensure that we have more enabling policies that can help, business strive.
The MOU provides a framework to enhance public policy formulation and implementation through evidence-based research and advocacy, promote decent work and uphold labor's rights for a fair and productive workforce, as well as foster responsible business conduct and ethical corporate practices, among other benefits. Nuel, Samson, Trust TV News, Abuja.